Gordon, I got another question for you. Is why among our many workshops, different workshops, people very fancy about Reiki plus Gong? Why people like the effect of the Reiki plus Gong? Why and how people can get better or bigger effect from Reiki plus Gong, the energy or the sonic energy, But before you answer, please subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell, the notification bell, and give a thumb up. We got more video for you. Yes?
Well, Yi Ling, I think a lot of these videos are why and hows.
Yeah.
Why and how, because the how's great, but the why comes first. So the why to start with.
Why people like Reiki?
I think it's not just the why people like it. I think it's why it's beneficial.
Oh yeah.
And why the combination out of all different practices that you can combine with sound and with gongs, why it's so effective.
Yes.
And I've got my own reason. Well, you're a trained and experienced Reiki master and Reiki teacher, so you've got kind of a deeper insight in it, perhaps, than I have. Yeah. I come from a Gong practitioner point of view, and I would say, and this is my experience as usual, is that they are very complementary. The kinds of skills and the kind of thing that Reiki practitioners and Gong practitioners do are actually remarkably similar. It's a similar, I think it's to do with the energy flows, actually.
The universal energy? Because the Reiki is channeling the universal energy.
I think Gong, when we started doing Reiki plus Gonging events, and when I started understanding better the principles of Reiki, because when I came to Gongs, before I met you, I was only dimly kind of aware of the process. Even though I had done some spiritual healing in the past, it wasn't Reiki. But I think it was when you actually mentioned this term universal energy, that's when it really clicked for me. And I thought, oh right, that's what it's about. It's to do with this channeling, and we use channeling perhaps less so than as Gong players than Reiki healers do, but it's still an important principle, I think, in Gong work. This idea of channeling, let's use the term universal energy, and acting as a catalyst. We know what a catalyst is, don't we, viewers? It's a neutral kind of, I mean, there's the neutrality, keeping neutral and allowing the focused flow out. We are between the two, the people and the energy flow from we're between the as above and the so below. And so it's this important principle that we have in Gong playing and Gong practitioner work, which is the same, I think, pretty similar to what Reiki healers do.
So that's the effect that people can feel that. I think it's, when Reiki plus Gong is 1 + 1 bigger than 2. Because the true source, you always say that the field, universal source or universal field, the true come from the,
And I think this is the other thing, let's make this clear. There are when we were discussing whether before we started this video, Yi Ling and I were discussing whether it was a good idea to go into the detail of, well, how do you set up a Reiki plus Gong event? But there are lots of different ways of doing it, and perhaps that's another video. But what I would say is that the gongs can work during the Reiki practice. So you can play the gongs with the Reiki practice. And the two, it does many things. I think it empowers the Reiki healer, and it magnifies the healing effect for the patient, if you like. Would you say that's a good way of describing
patient,
it?
or the receiver.
Yeah, but I mean, is that how you would?
Yeah,
because you know more about this than me, really.
Many times after the Reiki Plus Gong workshop, many people sharing. The people do the Reiki therapies. The people channeling the Reiki, they can feel more details about the energy from the crown chakra through themselves, and the channel, channeling the energy to the patient or the receiver. They can feel more details, and also people feedback that it's kind of big wave. They're pushing you. They just don't do anything. They just put the hand. They just feel the tremendous, enormous energy waves flow
now the
through
wave,
them.
I think, is an important word. Tremendous, don't get us wrong here, because of course gongs can be played very loudly. The gongs are not played at anywhere close to being loud during a Reiki Plus Gong practice. They're not played very, very quietly. We're not playing ultra quiet because we don't want to disturb anybody. Actually, we do want to disturb people, but we do it in a modest way. Yeah, it's more supportive. That's a good word.
Yeah, very good supportive for
way.
the Reiki participant and the receiver, the people like there as a patient, the receiver, they can feel more details.
But
about
this notion of rolling waves of energetic resonant sound, this is the idea. It's never too loud, it's not too quiet, but it's a rolling wave of sound. And I think this is the way that it's supporting and also the form of the way that the gongs play, the way that we approach playing the gong. It's not like playing a gong bath with crescendos and different instruments we bring in. The important thing is actually more like those of you who've been to a gong puja. It's more like that, actually, rolling waves of modestly loud but not particularly loud sound that is supportive. This is a really good word, Yi Ling, I think, to use in combination to this.
And this is also the character we talk about in another video. That gong is very good to go with other like yoga, like meditation, right? Because gong is very neutral.
How you match up these gongs with other practices. And the thing about this is that when I very first started playing the gong, how did I start playing the gong? It was at the end of a yoga practice. I still do it now. I'll do it at the end of play it for a short time at the end, sometimes a much longer if it's a whole gong bath at the end of perhaps a yin practice. But that's another example of a lovely matchup.
But for the people, if they haven't get a chance to come this kind of workshop, Reiki Plus Gong workshop, what can they do? Get the benefit from the...
Oh, well, there's two things they can do. First of all, they can come to your Reiki, what is it called? Not empowerment.
Reiki enchantment.
No, you're doing...
Attunement. Yeah.
You should know this. I don't...
No, I thought you are talking about the other
Reiki
workshop.
attunement. Reiki attunement. That you're holding, So, and there'll be details, as we say, below.
So below?
Below the video.
Below the video.
That's what you do every time. I was doing it this time. I'm usurping your role.
No, I was thinking about your music.
That's the other thing to do.
Because through the music, you help many people. You will support many, no matter Reiki participant.
Yeah, we've got this extended play album that we made actually a while ago. I mean, in English, I know in Chinese it's called something different. In English, it's called Reiki Gong Enchantment.
Enchantment, that's what I was thinking.
And it's designed for Reiki sessions. It's actually got 3-minute subdivisions, or when I say subdivisions, it's timings with actually I think it's tuning forks we do every 3 minutes through 72 minutes. It's an extended play album, and it's designed for Reiki. We recorded it and played it live, me and Yi Ling, a couple of 3 years back, and the other important thing about it was that Yi Ling gave it a blessing, a Reiki blessing, didn't you?
When
set an intention around
when we start the recording, I already call the Reiki energy.
So if you're a Reiki healer and you're interested in having some sympathetic, empowering, supportive accompaniment to it, then this album, I think, would fit the bill. I know we've had some
powerful, very good energy.
Very good reports.
Not only powerful, sometimes powerful is kind of misleading.
And if you would like to feel the benefits of Reiki healing energy without being in a Reiki session, then it's also valuable. And you can use it when you're driving the car or taking the dog for a walk or just sitting meditating at home.
And we normally use that as the CD, repeating, recording.
Oh, we actually that means me and Yi Ling, we use it overnight and play it quietly through a little speaker, a little Bluetooth speaker when sleeping. And it's very beneficial.
All night through.
We miss it when we don't have it.
It's a very good purification that can process out when we are sleeping, our subconscious, and also IEM.
I think we'll have details about that below.
Yes, if you have any questions or any demand, you just leave the remarks down there.
Oh, and we always welcome on all these videos. We don't always say this, but any comments you've got, if you think we're talking a load of rubbish, or if you think that you agree with what we're saying, or you've got any other insights that you would like to add, then please.
Or you have
please mention some
other
comments.
instrument with Gong plus the other.
So please, we like the feedback.
Yes.
And comments, please leave some. Also below.
Please give us a thumb up and give us a remark.
And I think we're going to probably play out with a bit of Reiki Gong enchantment, aren't we?
We are, and in the end.
Yeah.
So we see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.